Hello everyone. So now we'll see how to make the given app in Flutter more responsive and adaptive to the given device and the given mode. Be it any device, be it mobile, tablet or desktop, or be it any given mode like portrait or landscape. We have to make the app responsive, adapting to the given device because one of the aim of Flutter is to make responsive apps because otherwise the widgets in the subsequent complex project would overlap each other, which will not look good in various devices. For that, we'll be using media query data. For that, I've made this basic project name my underscore responsive, as you can see on the screen. It is having currently one main.dart file. I'll walk through the code from top to bottom. The title is responsive. I've given it till now. It says stateful widget as of now. It's returning the scaffold widget having an app bar and the body, which is having a nested center widget, and in that we are having the container. Currently, the container is blank. As you can see, I have run this app using the Chrome service. We could have used other emulators. I'm also having other emulators, but I'm using a web service since I have to test the given app on various emulators at once. As you can see on the screen, if I inspect it and if I click on the toggle device toolbar, I can change the emulators at once so that I can check the responsivity of the given app on various devices. I can also uh, put the landscape and the portrait mode by clicking at this button. Right now I'm putting this at Galaxy S5 and making it, I'm keeping it as responsive because we have to check for the responsivity of any given widget. Firstly, I'll show you how an unresponsive app looks like. For that, I'll have to put the height as something. So I'll put the height as 100, let's say, and the width as, let's suppose, 50. And for the viewing purposes, I'll put the color as colors dot, let's say, purple. So right now it's having this. I'll save this. It's reloading on the Chrome service. Yeah. So after reloading, we got this. As you can see, now this is unresponsive because if I'm changing the height and width of the screen of the given device, the given container is not adapting to the given height and the width. It is not changing in proportion. It is constant. So it is very unresponsive, and this makes the UI a bit unclean, and it makes visible effects very dull. For that, we'll be using media query data, and we'll be dividing the screen height and screen width into 100 points, 100 points of screen height and 100 points of screen width. So in short, we'll be having 100 plus 100 cells. You can use any number, but for convenience purpose, I'm using 100. So we in short, we'll be having 10 raised to 4 cells, and accordingly, these cells will be adaptive to the screen height and screen width, and we can use them in our main.dart file to make this given container adaptive to the given screen height and screen width. So firstly, I will make a new dart file. I'll name it, let's suppose, size rest.dart. No need of that, size rest. Yeah. So I'll import the needed packages as we need in all dart files, the material.dart and the widgets.dart. Now I'm writing the code for this size rest class. I'll declare the media query data first. Media query data. Since it's private, I'm using the underscore syntax. So I name it, let's say, media query data. Yeah, the error we are getting because we are not initializing it. So I'll put it over here static firstly, and then I'll check whether yeah, I need to add a question mark. I have to check whether it's null or not. Now we need a screen height and screen width. So that would be double screen width and double screen height. Yeah, the error that we are getting here is because we are not initializing it. So I'll put the keyword late because we'll be getting this after the init method has been passed the context. So we have to put this keyword late. Don't forget this. Now I'm declaring static double static double the cell size. That's horizontal. Horizontal. Yeah. And one more will be having static double cell size vertical. Now we'll be building the init method that we need to pass the build context. Now I'll first retrieve the media query data by using media query dot of context. Now I need to find out and I need to initialize the screen width and screen height so that I can use it in the given widget. So screen width, I'll initialize as media query data dot size dot width. Now the error that we are getting here is because we need to check whether this media query data is null or not. So I'll just add an exclamation mark at the beginning. Now we are having screen height equal to, let's suppose, underscore media query data. Similarly, the exclamation will be needed here, size dot height. Now we have fetched and we have devoted the screen height and screen width from the media query data. Now we need to find out the cell size horizontal and cell size vertical from the screen height and screen width. We'll firstly find out the cell size horizontal. Cell size horizontal. And since I told you earlier also, we will divide the screen width into 100 parts. Similarly, the cell size vertical, we will divide the screen height into 100 parts. So in short, we're dividing the cell size vertical. Yeah. So in short, we're dividing the horizontal and the vertical sizes into 100 points or 100 parts each. And in short, we are getting 100 cross 100. That is 10,000 10 raised to 4 cells. How we'll be using this, I'll show it in the main.dart file. Firstly, for using this size rest.dart, I will import this at the top so that we don't get error at the bottom. After importing this, we'll first ask the context. We'll pass the context to the init method. Yeah. After passing this context, we are good to go for using the size ref dot cell size vertical and cell size horizontal at the given height and width. So I'll firstly just make the UI layout, the layout very good for visibility. Yeah. So now height, how we will use the height is, I'll just uncomment this code and I'll show it at the bottom again afresh. Height. So it's having size rest dot cell size vertical. Now this is one cell size, and then we'll multiply the number of cell sizes that we require. For example, the height we need is suppose 60. Yeah, the error that we are getting here is because it is showing this cannot be null. So first we need to check whether it's null or not. So I'll just put an exclamation mark. Now I am placing this width as size rest dot cell size horizontal. Here also we need to check whether it's null or not. So I'm using exclamation mark into, let's say, 30. Yeah, we are good to go. Since we made many changes, I would suggest to stop the emulator and rerun it again. So I'm just stopping it and rerunning it. It will take some time to run. The main purpose of using this Chrome service is that we can check for multiple emulators at once. We don't need to create many emulators in the ABD manager because it takes up a lot of space. So we have used this Chrome web service. You can also use the Edge web service. It's building. It will take initially some time, but later on, as you can see, you can check it for multiple devices at once and also for the portrait and the landscape. Yeah, it's done. So now if I inspect it and if I change the screen height and if I firstly toggle it like this, as you can see the change. Initially, the height remained the same. Now, if as and what I'm changing the height and width of the screen of the device, the height and width of the container is also changing. So this gives a very responsive and very bright look to the user using this app on whichever device it may be, mobile, tablet, or for that matter, any other iPad. For example, I can show you for the iPhone X also, it's pretty good. iPad Pro also, and also we can make it more responsive. Yeah, we can show it likewise also. I can change I can rotate it also, make it portrait or make it landscape. So yeah, as you can see, both the modes, that is portrait or landscape mode, as well as in multiple devices, the given container is now responsive. So I hope this video is helpful for you and it helps you make responsive and adaptive widgets in future for your Flutter projects. Thank you.